Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. The Cleveland Browns quarterback situation has been a hot topic all season long, and it's about to get even more interesting. We've seen a lot of ups and downs, but right now, it looks like we might be witnessing the beginning of a new chapter, especially if SHEDEUR Sanders can keep up the momentum he's been building. For Browns fans, this is a storyline worth paying close attention to because it could influence the team's future, not just for the rest of this season, but potentially shaping the quarterback position well into 2025. So, let's break down what's going on with SHEDEUR Sanders and why Browns fans should be genuinely excited about what might come next. It's a story about opportunity, grit, and the chance to establish himself as a leader under center, something many of us have been waiting for after the uncertainty that's marked this season's QB carousel. It all started when Joe Flacco, who was initially brought in as a steady veteran presence, was traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. That move opened up a vacancy at quarterback, and the Browns turned to Dillon Gabriel, a promising third-round rookie. Gabriel had some solid moments, showing flashes of potential, but after suffering a concussion that sidelined him for a week, the team handed the reins to Sanders. Now, for those of us who have been following SHEDEUR's journey, this was a significant moment. The former Colorado quarterback and son of NFL legend Deion Sanders finally got his shot to prove himself in the NFL, and he didn't waste the opportunity. In his first start, Sanders showed enough to keep fans optimistic. Sure, he wasn't perfect. There were some throws that made us hold our breath and a few decisions that could be cleaned up. But overall, what we saw was a player who had the poise, the arm talent, and the competitive fire to compete at this level. And that's what matters most. Browns fans, you know how much we appreciate a quarterback who can bring energy and passion to the field, and SHEDEUR is exactly that. He's not just another rookie, he's a player with the potential to develop into a franchise guy if he keeps this up. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. According to reports from ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Browns aren't just giving Sanders a one-week chance. They're considering giving him a shot for the rest of the season, especially if he performs well this Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. That's huge. It means that Cleveland is open to seeing what Sanders can do over the long haul, much like they initially did with Dillon Gabriel earlier in the year. The team is watching closely, and the decision on whether Sanders continues as the starter will be largely based on his play in the upcoming game. And let's be honest, facing the 49ers won't be a walk in the park. That team is loaded, with a stout defense and one of the most dynamic offenses in the league. But for Sanders, this game is a chance to show that he belongs, that he can handle pressure, and that he's ready for more responsibility. Browns fans, we've seen young quarterbacks fold under pressure before, but Sanders has that special thing, an undeniable confidence and a natural ability to make plays when it counts. If he can lead us to a victory or at least keep the game competitive, it'll go a long way towards cementing his role for the remainder of the season. This is a pivotal moment for the Browns' quarterback depth chart. Gabriel was the clear starter at the beginning of the season, and Kevin Stefanski had him firmly planted in that role. But now, with Sanders getting opportunities and impressing in his limited action, the landscape is shifting. The coaching staff is giving him a runway, and that's a big deal. It shows that they see something special in him, something worth investing in, especially with the season still in progress and a chance to make a playoff push. But let's not forget, this isn't just about one game or a handful of performances. It's about whether Sanders can develop consistency, make smart decisions, and lead Cleveland with confidence. That's what Browns fans crave, quarterbacks who can elevate the team, who can perform under pressure, and who can be the face of the franchise for years to come. If Sanders can impress against the 49ers and beyond, there's no reason he can't hold down that starting job well into 2025. It's an exciting time, and the potential for a young, talented quarterback to step up in Cleveland is real. Of course, the critics aren't holding back. Some are questioning whether Sanders is ready for this level, pointing out that he's still a rookie adjusting to the speed of the NFL. Others, like Shannon Sharpe, have taken shots at the Browns' decision, but that's part of the game. Browns fans, we know better. We see the talent, the raw ability, and the fire that Sanders brings. This is our guy, and if he can keep progressing, the sky's the limit. The Browns have been searching for a franchise quarterback for years, and while it's too early to declare Sanders the answer, the signs are promising. Looking at the bigger picture, the Browns are in a crucial phase of their season. They're still fighting for a playoff spot, and the quarterback position is a key piece of that puzzle. If Sanders can continue to develop and lead us to wins, especially against tough opponents like the 49ers, it could set the tone for the future. It's about building confidence, gaining experience, and proving to everyone that Cleveland's quarterback situation is back on track. The team has been making strides this season, and a breakout performance from Sanders could be the catalyst for a strong finish. For Browns fans, this isn't just about the present, it's about the hope for something better. We've been through a lot in recent years, from tough seasons to high-profile quarterback changes. But now, with Sanders stepping into the spotlight, there's a genuine buzz that maybe, just maybe, we've found our guy. The journey is far from over, and there will be setbacks and challenges along the way. But if Sanders can handle the pressure, improve his game, and lead Cleveland to some key victories, he could become a symbol of hope for this franchise. As we look ahead, the focus shifts to that upcoming game against the 49ers. It's a tough test, no doubt about it. But it's also an opportunity for Sanders to prove his worth on the biggest stage yet. Browns fans, you know how much we love a good underdog story, and that's exactly what Sanders represents right now, a young player with everything to prove. If he can rise to the occasion, it could be the start of something special. And if he doesn't, well, the Browns will keep searching, learning, and developing, but the door is wide open for Sanders to make his mark. In the end, what's most exciting is the potential. Browns fans have been craving stability, consistency, and a true leader under center. Sanders, with his talent and the opportunity before him, has a real shot to be that guy. We all hope he seizes it because the future of Cleveland football could be brighter than it's been in years. The team's defense is playing well, the running game is solid, and now, if the offense can click behind Sanders, we might be looking at a team that's ready to make some noise in the playoffs. So stay tuned, Browns Nation. This story is far from over. We're on the cusp of what could be a defining moment for SHEDEUR Sanders and the franchise. Whether he becomes the long-term answer or just a flash in the pan right now, he's got our attention. And that's what makes this season so thrilling. Every snap, every play, every decision will count. And for Browns fans, there's nothing more exciting than watching a young quarterback rise to the challenge and lead us to victory. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Sanders' chances to keep this starting role? Do you believe he's the real deal, or do you think we should still be cautious? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with Sanders stepping into the spotlight, the best is yet to come. Let's go Browns!